Hey guys, it is December 31st, New Year's Eve, so I thought what better time to film my 2017 top picks. These are going to range from skincare and pretty much every makeup type product that you will put on your face. These necessarily didn't come out in 2017, but I used the shit out of them in 2017. So I went through all my makeup drawers and picked. It was really hard because there was a lot of good stuff this year, but I only picked what I absolutely always reached for over other things. Does that make sense? I hope so. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start with skincare. This is facial and body skincare, so head to toe. The first few products I want to talk about are from The Ordinary. Now, these three products right here I have been using for 3 months. The first one I want to talk about is the Buffet Serum. This one I use morning and night, AM, PM, whatever, morning and night. This is the first thing I put on after I get out of the shower before any other skincare. I will link all of the products that I mentioned down below, so if you guys are interested in finding out more, you can just click on the link. The next Ordinary skincare is the Advanced Retinol. I got 2%. I have pretty tough skin, I don't have sensitive skin, and I haven't noticed any issues with using that strength of retinoid. And this last one that I want to mention is the Lactic Acid 10% with Hyaluronic 2%. Now I believe they have changed this since I've got this. I think it's like in a suspension formula or something. I haven't tried the new formulation. This is the old one. But these three products I use every day. So the Buffet, morning and night. Buffet, morning and night. And then the Advanced Retinol and the Lactic Acid, I actually rotate between. So like Monday I'll use this one, Tuesday I'll use this one, and I only use these in the PM. Since using these three products, I have noticed a huge reduction in breakouts. My skin is clearer, the texture is softer, and some of my pigmentation and freckling has lightened. They have another product that I am currently using, but I've only been using it for like a week, so I don't want to include that in my favorites because I don't know yet if it's a favorite. But anyway, so I really like them. They have done amazing things for my skin, tone, texture, everything. My skin is just brighter, clearer, still have tons of blackheads, and I still get some cystic acne breakouts during that time of the month, but it has dramatically decreased. So instead of like 2 weeks out of the month being completely broken out, I have just a couple days usually. Super affordable. I believe they are all available at Sephora. If not, I get mine on Beautylish, and they come with the most wonderful packaging. This one right here is by The Ordinary. This is the AHA 30% BHA 2% peeling solution. This is a 10-minute maximum mask. It is super concentrated. It is not meant to leave on your skin. If you have sensitive skin, you might want to build up to using this. This does sting a little bit for about 5 seconds on my skin. When I first put it on, it's kind of like that pins and needles prickly feeling, like I said, for about 5 seconds, and then it's gone. If you just kind of fan it, it's fine. This is the most instant gratification mask I have ever used. It is so noticeable when you rinse this off. Your skin is so much brighter and just, I don't even know how to explain it, like plumper and fresh face looking. If you have dry, sensitive skin, just keep in mind I would really research those products. I don't pretend to know everything about them. I just know my own research and what my own skin has done, and I absolutely love those products. Could not say enough about them. This next two are by Kiehl's. This is the Midnight Recovery Concentrate and the Daily Reviving Concentrate. I use this in place of a moisturizer in the day. Smells delicious, and it soaks in super well. So I don't have that like heavy, greasy feeling. Because I have oily skin, a lot of moisturizers just kind of sit on my face and they just feel really heavy, and I don't like it. But that I really like. That is my second bottle, by the way. The Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate, I use this as my last step in the PM, and I put this on before I go to bed, wash my face, do my skincare, and then this is the last step. Wake up, skin super hydrated, moisturized, feels plump, Love it. The last one for my face is, I might butcher this, Laneige, I think it is. This is a lip sleeping mask. For someone who has such oily skin, I have the driest lips. They are always chapped. It's awful. I got the Bite Agave lip mask hoping that would help. It does not. It actually makes my lips more dry. I don't know. I know that's a really popular one, but for my lips, it doesn't like it. I got this and it is pricey, but I've had this for 6 months and it's halfway gone. You only need the tiniest bit. It's like a super thick consistency and it comes with a cute little spatula so you feel fancy when you're putting it on. But I put this on at night right before bed because it is a sleeping mask. You could put it on during the day, but it's just gonna rub off. It's meant to be a sleeping mask. That's literally the name of it. And I legitly wake up with my lips feeling so hydrated and they actually look more plump. It says it does that and it actually does it. So I cannot recommend this enough. And my last two skincare products are by Kiehl's. This is the Creme de Corps. This is a new one that I just got. This is just a lotion and this is a nourishing dry body oil. This doesn't really have any scent whatsoever, but this, oh my God, you guys. It is like an I don't want to say almond, but kind of like an almond vanilla type smell. It's super light, but it's one of those that you just keep like wanting to smell your own skin because it smells so good. This is really nice, like just if you wanted to kind of moisturize throughout the day, to spray it on. Absorb super fast into the skin, both of them do. The Creme de Corps body lotion at hydration. Like, I thought I had soft skin and then I started using that and cannot believe how much softer my skin got. This one, it's more for like not deep hydration, it's more for if you just need a little bit of hydration, but it smells amazing. Hence why I got a little bottle of this, because it's not really for moisturizing for me. It's just because it smells delicious. Face products. I just used this, so it's dirty. Sorry, deal with it. Real life, right? Both of these are wet because I just used this one and I just washed this one. But this is the Flower Beauty Sponge. Super soft, affordable. I think it was $10 or $11. If you get it on Flower's Beauty site, they have sales all the time for like 20 and 40% off. They just had so many during the holidays. And this one is by Eco Tools. I got the Christmas like holiday set. There was a gray one and a little mini red one that came together. I didn't think I would like this when I first felt it because it does feel very firm and I like a softer sponge like the Beauty Blender. I like that texture, that really soft, pouncy feeling. I'm not a big fan of the Real Techniques one. It's too firm for me. I don't like it. I know that's popular with a lot of people and if it works for you, great. For me, it just doesn't work on my skin. Foundation just lifts right off and it does not like me and I don't like it. So it's we have a mutual understanding. However, this one by Eco Tools or Eco Tools, when you get it wet, it really, like the first time you use it, it still feels a little firm, but once you get it wet, it's a big change in texture. But there is something about this that just applies everything. This flat side is so nice for just like your whole face. I use this end for like my liquid bronzers, and then this side right here is also flat, but it's not as long of a flat side. That one's really great for under the eyes. This nice point, really great for under the eyes, getting right in there around your nose. Definitely recommend either one of these. This one is a little bit softer. I would recommend for me this one over this one, but they're very neck and neck close. Like, I don't think you would be disappointed going with either one. I haven't used my Beauty Blender since I got those. It's just been sitting there. Let's do eyeshadow because that's a super quick one for me. I have 3 palettes that I want to talk about. Again, I have way more that I use and reach for than this, but these are the ones that I keep picking over. Okay, Modern Renaissance. I know it's super dirty, well loved. This one did not come out in 2017, but it's just so good. You cannot go wrong getting this. It's so good. Ever since I've got it, I continuously reach for it. It never gets forgotten about, which a lot of palettes do. I get a new one and I just forget about ones that I used to like. They go in the drawer and they stay there. But this one I consistently always reach for. The next two are by Huda Beauty. I got this one first. This is the Desert Dusk palette. I actually was not going to get this palette. I wasn't impressed with it. And then I seen a few YouTubers using it and I was like, okay, I need that. The swatches and pictures of the palette did not do it justice. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. This is hands down my most favorite palette, but mainly because this palette you can create so many different eye looks. It's insane. There's toppers, there's glitters, there's mattes, there's shimmers. They're meant to all work together and they do, and you can create so many different eye looks. This is the best value and the best quality eyeshadow. I absolutely love it. Definitely worth the money, 100%. Definitely recommend this, especially if you are looking to get the most bang for your buck as far as different looks, because yeah, so good. So because I loved that so much, then for the holidays she came out with the mini palettes. I got the Smoky Obsessions and I did get the Mauve Obsessions. I really like the Mauve Obsessions, but there's just something about this one. There's a lot of shimmers in here and there's only a few mattes because it's meant to be a smoky palette, but I don't know what it is, just all the colors blend. It's so effortless for me to create a smoky eye with this. It's $27. They're all full-size shadows. It is in a tiny little case, but they are all full-size shadows. And these metallics they almost feel like wet when you touch them. I barely tapped them on my, look at that. Barely tapped them. And that's the kind of payoff you get. So good. Okay, so that was it for eyeshadows, just those three. Let's talk about highlighters. I only have two highlighters that I want to talk about. Do I have more? Oh God, yes. Do I have more? That's for sure. However, these two, I prefer a more dewy finish where your skin just kind of, it's highlighted, but it's not that like beam to space, hi aliens, we're here, like kind of, you know, highlight. I prefer a subtle, like dewy skin looking highlight. And these both give me that. This has been one of my favorites for over a year now, and I still consistently reach for it. This is the Tarte Exposed Highlight. I have used the shit out of this and you guys cannot even tell. Hopefully, so just a really pretty, very glowy, but no glitter whatsoever highlight. It's beautiful. I love it. Obviously it's in my favorites. Duh. And the next one I want to talk about is That Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I was a little concerned when I first got this because the colors look like they're going to be way too dark for me. They're not. The only one I haven't really got good use out of is this golden bronze shade, which I will use in the summertime just a little bit on the very outside perimeter of my face to give it kind of a glow. But dripping in gold, bubbly, it's almost a pan, and then sunburst. Let's see, go right here. So they're all that same type of quality that I look for in a highlighter. No glitter, no super big chunks, anything like that that will accentuate texture. These all just kind of melt into my skin and they look great. Blush. So I have three blushes that I want to talk about. The first one is MAC Melba. This is actually my second one of these. The first one I had for like 5 years and I finally just got a replacement for it. It is a really pretty, like peachy colored blush. Grows on great, stays all day, I love it. There's not really much to talk about blushes general. I mean, it looks nice, stays on, blends well, and all of these do that. This is the matching namesake to the Tarte Exposed Highlighter. This is Tarte Exposed Blush. It is the perfect everyday natural mauve nude tone. Unlike most of Tarte's blushes that can be very, very, very overly pigmented where you like touch it and then you blend like crazy because it's got so much pigment. This is a very nice buildable blush. Super blendable, great everyday color, flattering on a lot of skin tones, and like I said, buildable, so you don't go in and you're like, holy cow, I look like a clown. It's very nicely buildable. And this one I've actually had for a very long time. I don't know if they make this anymore. Hopefully they do, because it's really pretty. This is by Essence Cosmetics, and it is the Silky Touch Blush in shade Sweetheart. Very, very natural. This one right here. So that is the Essence one, that is Exposed, and that is Melba. So they all are different tones, different looks. This is the one I'm wearing today. Buildable, it was like $2.99 or something like that. Foundations, there's only 3. First one is the Flower BB Cream. This is in shade BB1. The only thing I don't like about this is that there is not a lot of shades. I think there's only 4. That sucks. But it's a BB cream, so what do you expect, I guess? They don't usually have as many shades. This is a full coverage BB cream, and I have oily combination skin, and it stays on my skin all day. It looks great, super easy to apply. Love it. Peach Perfect Too Faced Comfort Matte Foundation. You guys, I'm gonna say it. Estee Lauder Double Wear has been my holy grail favorite foundation for longevity, photo taking, everything. It never steers me wrong. I really, really, really like it. I think I like this better. I know that's crazy. It's crazy, I know, but it's so good for my oily skin. It's what I'm wearing today. Oh, everything that I mentioned today is on the face, by the way. This claims to be transfer resistant, and it is. I can't even explain to you how rare that is and make you really appreciate it. Unless you're someone with oily skin, you probably completely understand the pain in the ass that is. But this actually stays on my skin, and I really, really like it. And I actually prefer it with no primer, just on its own. Dislikes about this, again, shade range. This is shade Porcelain. I'm sorry, no. This is not Porcelain. Y'all need to fix your color range selection. And this one is Face Atelier or Atelier. Not sure how to say it, but this is the Ultra Foundation Pro. This is in shade Wheat. It can be built up to a light medium coverage, wears really well on my oily skin, and it's perfect for just on the go. I do have a video that I am using it. I will link it up below to show you guys my quick, easy, like 5-minute out the door face. This is what I use. I forgot to tell you guys. I'm so sorry. I meant to say that before foundations. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I have talked about this before. Oh my god. You guys, the smell. Oh, so good. I don't know what it is about this freaking product, but if you use this before you put on your foundation, somehow your foundation, no matter what it is, just looks like 10 times better. It just does. It's magic. It's expensive as hell. I'm trying to not use it because I don't want to run out, because I don't want to have to buy another one. Even though I know how much I love it, it kills me a little inside to spend that much for it. But I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. You literally will notice a difference when you use that. It's so good. Okay, let's do bronzers. I'm going to be very careful with this because I broke it. This is my butter bronzer. I need to get a new one. Kind of an expensive drugstore. This is shade Light. They have a medium and a deep. I use light even in the summer because it is buildable. Beautiful glow to the skin. Love it. The last bronzer I want to talk about is the CoverFx Custom Enhancer Drops. This is shade Sunkissed. It's what I'm wearing today. And I know I've talked about this bronzer before on my channel, but I really, 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 really can't recommend it enough. I use a beauty blender to pounce it on. Blends out great. Doesn't lift off my foundation. Lasts throughout the day. Doesn't move. Doesn't smudge. Perfect color. I've had that for, I think, almost the entire year, if not maybe longer. And I'm not even close to halfway into that bottle. And I use it a lot. All right, so I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place, and I apologize. I have everything in this giant tote, so I think I pull it all out and then I miss stuff. So these 3 products I want to talk about, I use these as eyeshadow primers mainly, even though that's not what they're necessarily for. Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, oldie but goodie. super quick, easy way to cover veining and stuff like that on your lids and even out tone. I really like that on days where I'm wearing like more of a natural eye. The Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, this is my old one, I have a new one now. Shade Eden is my favorite one. The original one's really good too, but I have a lot of veining and stuff on my lids, and this offers a little bit of concealing to cover that up. It's a really good like skin color for me. Tarte Shape Tape. I know, it's just good. I've had this for, 8 months. This is in shade Light. I actually don't like using this so much as a concealer under my eyes. I know a lot of people like it. It's a little heavy for me. I will do it on like full on need to cover crap up days where shit's just looking bad. But for the most part, what I like to do with it is actually take a little concealer brush and use it to carve out, like I did today, the line where I'm going to be putting the lighter shadow for more of a cut crease. It works perfect for that. It's so good, and it makes doing cut creases so easy. I totally forgot this. I'm so sorry. Highlighter, CoverFx, the Custom Enhancer drops. I got the holiday set where it came with like a kit of all of them because I had samples and I really, really loved them. I got Moonlight and Celestial as my absolute favorite. These are ridiculously pigmented. What I like to do is take a small drop on the back of my hand, and whatever foundation I'm wearing, I put in just like equal parts of foundation, and then I blend it out and I tap my beauty blender in there, and then I pounce that on my face. So it blends out perfectly that way. You don't end up with patchiness. And I'm spreading that entire little drop over my entire hand. And see how it just gives that wet highlighter effect, just completely glowing skin. It's what I'm wearing today as a highlighter. Back to eyes, sorry. Best, by far, and easiest glitter you will ever use, Heavy Metal Eyeliner by Urban Decay. This is shade Midnight Cowboy. I have 2 of these. This one is my favorite. It's a very universal gold with little tiny silver flecks, gold and silver flecks in it. Super easy, so easy. One step and you've got glitter. Win-win. A little pricey, but that thing is gonna last you so long. This is Inglot Duraline. If you're somebody who has issues with eyeliners either making your eyes water or you have watery eyes and it tends to come off, you can actually mix this with any shadow. You can actually mix it with lipstick if you wanted to and make your own liner. But if you mix this with any eyeliner, with any eyeshadow, you can custom create any eyeliner shade, and that crap stays on your eyes so well. You can't even tell I've used this bottle, and I've had it for a good 2 months. And I've used the hell out of it. You need such a tiny bit. It's ridiculous, but it's so long wearing, waterproof. It's great. This is the Scandalous by Rimmel Waterproof Kohl Eyeliner. They have several shades. This one I picked because I use it pretty much daily, like 5 out of the 7 days of the week. This is on my inner waterline. It is it's just a nude. There's nothing special about it, but it really does help brighten up your inner waterline, and it stays on really good. And it was like $4. It's my 3rd one this year. I use it a lot. Mascara, L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is shade Black Brown. Very good at thickening your lashes, not good at lengthening your lashes, but I really like it. Because of my oily lids, I have a huge issue with, oily lids and the hooded eyes, I have a huge issue with mascara transferring onto my lid or breaking off because of the hood of my eye resting on my eyelashes. And I tend to get a lot of like the black flakes. So I don't tend to reach for lengthening mascaras because of that, because anything that lengthens, I end up with like the little black fallout pieces a lot, and then the transfer on my eyelids. So I have big issues with that. These 2 do not do that at all. Just for that alone, they are my favorites. And then Tarte Lights Camera Lashes is what I use. So those are the 2 I've been using all year and keep going back to because I don't have those issues. And they're really good at volumizing and making my lashes look thicker. Again, not lengthening really, but I don't tend to reach for those because of those reasons. Lip liners, we're gonna talk about 3. Urban Decay 24/7 lip liners. Apparently I use these pretty much the same because they're almost the same length. Liar is a really pretty plummy brown shade. Native is a really pretty pale pink shade. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me move that up here. Right there. So those are the two liners right there. Perfect everyday color. They stay on great, super soft. They glide on the lips really nicely. They don't tug. Favorite colors, all that. And ColourPop, this is BFF2. It's a little bit darker than the other ones, but it is that same like brownie nude tone. Those three shades, that's my third BFF2. There's BFF, BFF2, and BFF3. The BFF2 by ColourPop, I've gone through 3 of those this year. The Urban Decay ones, I could easily go through that many, but they're more expensive, so I don't use them as much. Okay, lipsticks. We're gonna talk about 3. I have the Kiss Me Kate, or Kate by Rimmel. This is in shade 54 Rock and Roll Nude. Let me take these swatches off my hand real quick so you guys can see. All right, so this is the Kate line Rock and Roll Nude, shade 54. It's actually a very sheer formula, so it blends out really nice and looks really nice on the lips. This is Cream Sheen Cupcake by MAC. Again, can you tell I like nudes? So we have a little bit more of a peachy shade, a little bit more of a mauvey pink nude, and then this one is by EM Cosmetics. I've only had this for about a month, and I think I've used it, oh gosh, almost every day. It's what I'm wearing today. I actually put this on, it's a liquid lip, and then I put the Cream Sheen on top. Just like that. I just kind of like pounce it in the middle to give a plumper effect. So yeah, those are my 3 lipstick favorites that I've reached for the most out of the year. Lip gloss is, this one is a new one. This is Ultra Glossy Lip. This is from the Kathleen Lights collection. This is shade Moon Child. So good. It has these teeny tiny little gold like reflect pieces in it, but it's just a really good nude lip gloss. And it's $6, so no complaints. The next one is the Fenty Universal Lip Balm. Put that next. So that one is the Fenty one, and that one is the Kathleen Lights one. You can tell they're very similar. The Fenty one does have a bit more sheerness to it and a bit more of the gold flecks to it, but they are very, very similar if you were looking for something that compared closely to the Fenty one, but you didn't want to spend the money on it. Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Lip Shine. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, and this is shade Soft Blush. You're not really going to be able, it's right there. Such a good nude for, especially I love this during the summer. I use the shit out of that in the summer because it's just such a good like natural lip color. So good. Lancome Juicy Shakers. I have 4 of these. This one is my favorite. This one here, I highly recommend. I like the other ones, but this one, smell, texture, color, everything, this one's my favorite. This is shade Melly Melon, right there, that one. It's I kind of use this as like a chapstick during the day when or if I don't want to wear lipstick, just a natural. It is the Perricone MD No Lipstick Lipstick. And it does have skin conditioners and SPF 15 in it, so I do kind of use it as a chapstick, but very good natural lip color. The last few things I have here, this is the House of Lashes eyelash glue. I got this on my checkout at Sephora. They had it in the little like enticing last minute buy section, and I am so glad that I got this. It's the best eyelash glue I've ever tried, personally. It works really, 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 really good at actually keeping my lashes on my eyes. I know I've said it like 50 times, but I have hooded eyes, so when I open my eyes, it pushes my eyelashes down when I have fake eyelashes on. So having a good glue is Very important, especially that inner corner likes to lift off, and the outer corner is very hard for me to get adhered well because when I open my eye, that hood comes down over that lash line. It will push that off. I don't have any issue with that with this glue. Plus I like that there's this wand so you can actually brush it on the lash band, which is so nice. And this one has, when you brush it on, it has like an opalescent look to it. And as it starts drying down, it gets more blue and less of the white starts showing. And then that's how you know that it's tacky enough that you can actually stick it on there. And then it dries completely clear when it's all the way dry. And the last two things I want to talk about are setting powders. I need to get this in a different shade because this one is too dark for me now that I have no tan or no self-tan on. But this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 15 Light. This is a finishing powder, which means you put it on like as your last step. It's your finishing step. I don't know what it is about this, but it really does make your skin look so much better. I wish I don't have it on today because it's too dark for me, but I wish I could show you guys, like just do half my face or something. I don't know what it is, and it's so affordable. I need to go back and get lighter shades though, so I can wear this more because I haven't got to wear it the last like month, which is bumming me out. And Oldie But Goodie Secret Brightening Powder by Laura Mercier. This is my go-to under eye setting powder. Helps set everything and just brighten it. It does what it says it's gonna do, looks great, and a little bit goes a long way. Whew, we made it, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, if you did stick around. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on these products and if they've worked for you, or if you plan on purchasing any of them. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I would love to have you on my channel, and those thumbs up really do help out my channel and help me out a lot. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it really does. So it's much appreciated if you can click that little like button. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.